Ready.
I know. Today's June 2nd, and we are having our business call tonight. And we're going to first talk about our wins, so our weekly wins. So I want to hear from you guys, what were some wins of the week, right? So just what happened this week that you want to share with the group that was, exciting for you, or it doesn't have to be major, magical, or extraordinary in regards to like earth shattering, but maybe just regards to your business. What were some wins? So I would love to hear some of the wins. So just feel free to unmute yourself and share.
Well, I wasn't on the call last week, but I think Vera posted I had my first in-person class. So we ended up with 2 enrollments from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then this past week, my sister has agreed to enroll. So I generated the link, sent that over to her, and I'm going to follow up if I don't get an email seeing if she enrolled or not. So
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome. It's very empowering when you get your first enrollments. It's like, oh, I could do this. Like I can do this, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it seemed to be much easier with how it was set up with like a live class as opposed to just trying to do it like on a call or something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons live classes are the best. Like when you can do live classes, they're amazing. But I'm also a fan of the combination, like talking to people in person and then also doing stuff on social media. So, but you just do what you can. All right, other wins that people want to share?
I've got something exciting that just happened.
Mm-hmm.
I just got invited to be a guest on a podcast to talk about aromatherapy in the home. And it's a client that I just enrolled. She's a real estate agent, and she's connected with this other woman who hosts a podcast for homeowners. And they were trying to come up with topics and things that they want to have as guests. So I'm going to be doing 2 episodes with her. One is on aromatherapy at home, and the other one is then on sort of green cleaning and non-toxic
Oh, nice.
stuff. So I'm going to get to really kind of just get myself out there and put my links up for connecting with people like just who are she's the woman, the host, is excited about the topic because she wants to learn more. So even just herself, I'm sure I'm probably going to be able to enroll. So I'm excited because I've never been a guest on a podcast before.
Yeah, that is huge. Anybody else want to share any wins?
I can talk.
Yeah.
So she just kind of reminded me that, Katrina, she reminded me that I was also invited to do a podcast in the middle of June for pregnancy and postpartum. And I was planning to share my journey with pregnancy and postpartum, but also was going to tap into what I use with my essential oils through my postpartum journey and through pregnancy. So that's something I was planning to do on the podcast, but I didn't correlate that until now. So
Thank you for sharing. Ray, Cassie, do you want to share anything?
My win, I think, I've got like a simple kind of win. So after Vera, you and I had our like our mentor meeting, I just listed a bunch of things that you kind of like recommended, and just checking at least 5 of them off the list felt like productive to me. Figuring out how to make reels was like a big deal to me.
Yeah, and you did your you had your, let's see here.
Like
I'm gonna put yours. So yeah, I think you didn't understand how to post to your
I gotta figure out.
Yeah,
so,
there's a little thing that says post to my feed.
Isn't that what that is?
But it didn't post to your feed. Oh, it did post to your feed.
Yeah,
So here it is. Yes, so here it is. And it got 400 and something views, which is great. If you can see here, 402, and like Just Sarah loved it. So
Yeah.
definitely connect with Just Sarah.
Yeah.
And I think that you don't have to spend 100 years on your reels.
No,
okay?
and I have to tell you, like the first
Yeah.
one, I
Yeah.
was doing it for like 2 hours.
Oh God. Oh
This
God, don't
one,
do that. You
I
don't
had no
have
idea what the
time
hell
for
I was
that.
doing.
You don't
This
have
one,
time for
though,
that. You
was
don't have
very
time for that.
quick. I was on vacation with my family. I thought I gave my husband my cell phone. I'm like, okay, go. And
Yeah.
I just thought it came out really pretty. I checked out the insights. It's like reached, like 390 something accounts. So I loved that. So I said to myself, I'm going to, attempt like this. It's the end of the year for me for school, so it's a little crazy, but I want to get at least like 2 to 3 up per week. So
Yes. Yeah.
I was just proud of that little thing. I thought it was cute. So thank you, Cass, for sharing, and Vera, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. And Cassie, do you want to share your wins so far?
Yeah, sure. So,
Well, I just want to say, look at I want to share your Instagram, how it's changed. If you guys see how beautiful it is turning out, and you see it's like a very consistent theme.
yeah, I'm still working on it. And
Yeah.
because I went back and I deleted some old photos, it messed up my pattern. So I'm trying to do like,
Right. But you see what she was doing before, how it's kind of, she did take out a lot of stuff. She did, but you see now it's a lot more visually consistent, and you're getting clear about who she is, You're just getting a lot clearer. And it's going to just take time to build, but I'm sure, if you want to share about if you're, kind of what you've been uncovering since you started this whole journey. It is a journey. Every day I deal with the journey, so I get it.
yeah, it's a balance. And this week has been just really challenging for me in general. Just a lot of life stuff has been happening. So I've kind of fallen off, but I was doing one like kind of educational reel a day and one trendy reel.
Mm-hmm.
And I did notice one of the ones that got the most views was one talking about like mental illness. And so I know like that people have been like connecting over social media about that, and there's been more conversations happening. So I want to share more about like my story using oils with that. I haven't gotten any enrollments in the last couple of weeks. I think, I've had to shift my focus back to school. It's getting intense, but my aunt is like, I'm trying to get her on an LRP because she loves doTERRA.
And just focus on that for now, like fostering the people that you've enrolled, just foster them, because you enrolled a lot of people really quickly, like so you have 9 enrollments. So definitely foster the people that you initially started with. That's gonna definitely benefit you to follow, and just to support them. And then Cheryl, we're talking about like our wins for the week. And then Cheryl's also been doing a lot of stuff on Instagram and growing her following. So do you want to share about what's worked for you, Cheryl?
Yeah, I find that reels work a lot better for some reason. And I know I had done one of my dogs. It seems like when I do the ones of my dogs, it seems like
look at that one. Look at this.
Yeah.
13,000 views, guys.
Yeah.
Look at that shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh my God. Look at that. God
Yeah.
knew that to make it through this life, we would need unconditional love. So he set us angels disguised as dogs to be friends. Yes, I love it. Dude, just go with the dogs. If the dogs are working, go with the dogs.
Yes.
If you're getting, look at that. 392 likes.
Yeah.
Right? Seriously, you're just going to be the dog lady. Just whatever's going to work. Seriously. Really.
Right, exactly.
Look at that. Look how many you got for the Uvalde, Texas thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know? Yeah. I mean, when you talk about oils, it goes down a bit. So you want to do a combo of both. You don't want to just be all oils all the time
yeah,
because, but you do, you know, you want to bring in those dog people and then start making real friends with them. You
right,
know,
exactly.
you want to make friends with the dog people. And
Yeah.
hey, Sarah. Sarah's just hanging out with us tonight, but I wanted to introduce you guys all to Sarah. She's a dear friend of mine, and I just want you to meet this incredible woman. So say hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Sarah's a yoga teacher and, you know, just all around great girl. So she's just hanging out. She's just learning. She's just exploring. But right now we're just talking about people's Instagrams, and we were commenting about Cheryl, how she had this reel that got 13,000 views just about a dog, her dog walking, not just some random dog, right? I should probably just film some random dogs and put some text over that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get 13,000 views. So, okay, what did you want to say? Share was a win, Cheryl?
Yeah, I started the
Oil
games.
games. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started
Oil
that.
games. Oil games is awesome. We'll talk about oil games. It's accountability. You want accountability? Like, I will be your biggest cheerleader. Oh yeah. Katrina loves the caption of the dog reel.
Yeah.
You know, also Shelly, you started your Instagram too. I'm sorry, I didn't show people, but we started it together. So I feel, you know, kind of excited to, you know, to talk about yours as well. So
Yes.
yours is the Oil Hockey Mom. Okay, so we are all talking about niching down. Am I pronouncing it? To have a niche. So like Cheryl is the dog lady. I'm the cancer lady. Shelly's the soccer mom. Sorry, not soccer. Hockey. You're like fuck that. No, she's like she's the hockey mom, right? So let's see. Let's look at her reels. Let's see. So we got moms where's my stuff got, and then oh look at that, the one we shot together. When my score, yeah, when my kid scores a goal. This is awesome. We shot this one. Oh yeah, the music. Sorry. Here, let's watch this again. Sorry, because apparently this is the music. Again, we're not talking about oils. We're just talking about being a freaking hockey mom. Again, we're just laying the foundation to meet more people, really. That's really what it's all about. It's just dropping nuggets. So, yeah, so keep having the exploration, because that's really it. Today, I was very targeted. I was like, I know what kind of reel I'm going to make. I know what time I'm going to post. So I learned that it's good to post between in the morning, like at 8 a.m., which I know is like unbearable for people with children, or at 6. At 6, okay? Yeah, Devin says reels are fun. And so the reason why is that's when people are commuting and have time to look at their feeds. And it's funny because I was like, why, if every time I post at 1, I'm not getting like a good feedback. And then today I posted at 6, and let me show you how that's doing. And I also know that things that have pictures of cancer stuff always do better. So it's this one. And so far, this one has 772, right? And I posted this 2.5 hours ago, compared to 931, which was there for a long time, like as in like 3 days, 2 days, like since, I don't know, actually I post every day. So it's been there for 24 hours, which in Instagram land is kind of like a long time. So you can see how well that one is performing already. And again, this one is very simple. It's not that complicated. It's an old video mixed with a new video.
Is that bitch a clock? Yeah, it's thick, baby. I've been through a lot, but I'm still flirty.
So it's basically showing like a before and after, and saying like, this is who I was, this is who I am. I don't say about oils. I just say like, I feel amazing. My scars are healing. So you're going to get people to be like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? Right? I mean, that's right. I mean, that's what you see when you're looking at it. So you just want to stoke the fire of someone's interest. That's what you're essentially doing when you're building your social media presence. And if you're doing it on Facebook, it's the same thing. If you're doing it in person, it's the same thing. Like, so today I taught a yoga class, and in the yoga class, I used the oils. And then afterwards, I'm like, if anybody wants to learn more, I teach about health and wellness. And a woman came up to me and she's like, oh my gosh, I have a frozen shoulder. My kid has problems sleeping. I was like, this is what I recommend. And I sent her the link, and she's excited about it. And I hope she enrolls. So, you know, there's always an opportunity to be sharing. Anybody want to share anything else before I go on about the wins? Okay, so I'm gonna go on. All right, perfect. All right, so so these were the enrollments of last month. Okay, so Cassie had 5, Katrina had 4. Katrina, one more this month, which you already have pretty much, and you're gonna get that.
Oh, totally. I'm going to have more than one this month.
Girl, you're gonna get that free stuff. Scarlett unfortunately could not be here tonight, but she had 2. Michelle had 2. So for both of you guys, one more and you get the free stuff. Remember, it's a free promo. Lisa's more of a sharer, and Shira right now is going to be more of just a sharer, not necessarily a builder. So it's really wonderful. So you guys are doing amazing, and you know, I want to help all of you get enrollments, all of you, you know, I want all of you to get enrollments. So it's just a sign that things are working, things are happening. And I want to figure out if it hasn't been working, if you haven't been getting enrollments, how can we pivot and try something else? And that's really what this business is. It's like, you know, throwing spaghetti on a wall and seeing what sticks and what doesn't stick. And I'm always pivoting, always trying something new. Remember we had, Cheryl and Scarlett did a class. It was all about Reiki and essential oils, which was really, you know, a great seed to plant for other future events. And I think they'll probably be doing it again. And I feel like, Cheryl, do you want to say anything? I feel like you learned a lot in that experience, right?
Yeah, we did. I know we had a lot of people on the class, and then like you had pointed out, when we started talking about the business is when we lost a lot of the people.
Right.
So we're going to change it around a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know, but yeah, we want to do more of them. We want to try and do maybe once a month or something like that.
Yeah, that would be great. Cassie,
Yeah.
you have a question or something?
Yeah, I have a question. So I loved the class, and I'm definitely going to go to more if you guys have them, because I really want to learn how to like incorporate the oils more into my Reiki, like physically, like the actual like use. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I had a question, Vera. So I know like at classes and stuff, we're always supposed to talk about the business, and it kind of follows the same pattern. And I know the psychology behind it is like there for a reason, but I'm wondering, like in certain situations, do you ever like share about the business, but then like in a more simplified way, and then follow up with like an email or something that goes into enrollment? Or
Yeah, I think it depends on the person, right? Everybody's different. So a business owner, I might present the business, right off. Where with a mom who is already overwhelmed sometimes with their own life, I may not like bring in the business at all, right? Or someone who's like, I really want to make some extra cash. I was like, this is a good business. So I think it's like such a case by case basis, but in classes, I do try to talk about the business just to see, who's interested in learning more about that. Because if you don't talk about it, they'll never know. And for instance, I'll give you a really good example. Myself, when I started using essential oils, doTERRA, the person who introduced me to doTERRA did not tell me about the business. And that was in 2012 when I had just gotten my yoga certification. If I had started doTERRA in 2012, I'd probably be like a founder by now, and I'm like a millionaire. So she never talked about the business with me. I always thought it was something that only she could do. I didn't know that it was something I could do. And I bought oils in 2012. I bought doTERRA. And, number one, she didn't teach me how to use them. Number two, she didn't teach me about the business. So I didn't learn that stuff until 2016, 2017, when I met Joanna. So it could be a real loss. You never know who you're going to meet, and just tell them, like, you can make money doing this. So that's all I'm saying there. I hope that answered your question. So we talked about Reels. We talked about it. I know not everybody's growing on Reels, but there are a lot of you who are growing on Instagram. So I did want to talk about that. And then new ranks. Cassie hit elite, but it was also because you got like the every oil kit and got 5 enrollments. So we still want to work on getting you to solid elite, but know your rank right now, because it's important to know your rank as you move up. And we can celebrate with you when you hit Premier, when you hit, have a solid elite. I really want to celebrate these events with you and these ranks. Let's talk about the June promo. So June promo is fennel, sweet fennel. And that's with any order of 125 PV or more. There's also Rose Touch, which is 10% off. And then there's a free oil of Citrus Bliss, which is a new blend, and it's a new formula. And then also, you have still all of June to continue to enroll and earn the luxurious Yarrow Palm Body Renewal Serum and the exclusive doTERRA Rose Glow Face Mist. So that's free when you enroll 3 or 5 people. You can get both if you enroll 5 people. If you enroll 3 people, you get the Yarrow Palm Serum, which is incredible. So a lot of you are almost at that Yarrow Palm Serum. So let's do our oil education. Let's talk about Rose. Who loves Rose? Raise your hand. Rose is amazing. Who has Rose? Who has Rose currently? If you don't have Rose, raise your hand. So Rose, yeah, I'd love to, this is actually one of Shira's favorite oils. But basically, Rose is all about beautification. It's an aphrodisiac. It's hormone balancing for men and women. It reduces tension and stress. It's good for menstrual cramps. And it's the oil of divine love. And where is it sourced? It's sourced in Bulgaria. So you see, Bulgaria, because rose petals are so delicate, distillation must happen the same day the flower is harvested. So it's one bottle takes 10,000 rose petals. Do you guys understand that's so many rose petals? That's so, right? I mean, that's crazy. There's 134 published studies about the benefits of rose, and there's 11 human clinical trials. There are over 100 species of roses. doTERRA rose oil comes from Rosa damascena, commonly known as Damascus rose. Okay, so rose is just remarkable, and it's 10% off. Okay, fennel. You're like, okay, what about fennel? Sweet fennel comes from Moldova and Russia. I don't know how much we're sourcing in Russia right now, but maybe we have a surplus and maybe they just want to get rid of it. But fennel is good for digestion, nausea, and gas. It's one of the main oils in Digesten. It's good for cramps, fluid retention, blood sugar balance, increases breast milk. So if you have friends who get pregnant and they're struggling with breast milk production, definitely recommend fennel. It's the oil of responsibility and personal power. 161 published studies on it. It takes 7 pounds of fennel seeds to produce 15 millimeter fennel essential oil. Okay, next. Okay, let's talk about featured podcasts. I would love for you guys to listen to some of these if you haven't already. And if you have, please unmute and if you want to share anything about it. But this one is called Market Your Business for Free with Instagram Reels featuring Dana Moore. All right, that one is recent. The next one is the LLV podcast. Did anybody listen to this one after? It was part of your homework, but maybe you've had a lot on your plate. But did anybody want to share about this one? Anybody?
I'm actually going to go back and listen to it because I listened to it a few weeks ago and I didn't take notes, but I really liked the language that she used around like why it's like why what's in it in the lifelong vitality, like the really high quality ingredients. So I want to go back and like write down some of the language she used because it's like I was like, oh, I need to go get those.
I mean, the bottom line, guys, I'll be honest, and it's something I'm working on too, is that people who lead this business with the Lifelong Vitality Pack just do better. They just do better. They just rank up faster. They have more retention. I mean, the reality is it's an amazing product. It really is an amazing product. We can stand behind it. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. And people do feel better on it. I mean, people just feel better. I am a testament to that. I did not take my Lifelong Vitality Pack on Sunday because I didn't bring it with me when I was camping. And the next day I felt so sluggish. And I was like, holy moly, like it's pretty remarkable, like what's happening. And I don't even take the full dosage, guys.
I was just going to ask you that. Do you take the full dosage, or does anybody here? I don't take the full dosage either. And I was just curious if
I take it. I don't take the full dosage because I get the benefits from the half dosage. And
what does that mean? You take 1 or 2 a day?
Two of each a day.
Take 2 of each a day. I actually have been taking 1 a day. I might bump it up a little bit, but I've never taken 3 a day.
That's 1/3 the dose. That's like half of half the dosage.
I thought the dosage was 3 a day.
It's 4 a day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like a lot to me.
Yeah, Cheryl takes 2 a day. Yeah, that feels a lot to me too, but I think people with chronic issues, major issues, I think that's a great place to lead them to. I would not start people on 4 a day. I would gradually work them up to it, but people with a lot of issues, I would think they would need extra support, and 4 a day might be where they need to go. But if you start someone on 4 a day and they 4 of each a day, it's too much. I feel like it's too much, and their bodies can have like a reaction. So you don't want that either. You don't want that either.
I actually do 3 a day of just the Terrazyme, and then I do the half dose of the other ones. But for digestion and digestive issues, I find that the 3 a day for the Terrazyme works a lot better.
Yep. She also Katrina also takes the Mito2Max. Again, I'm still working on this just like you guys. If I could go back in time and had like a doTERRA time machine, I would just be talking about lifelong vitality with everybody. And I just missed that opportunity with a lot of people. So I'm just saying, to grow a really strong organization, having people fall in love with the lifelong vitality is the way to go. Again, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so they can try it for 30 days, and if they don't like it, they can return the empty bottles to doTERRA. So that LLV podcast is great and an essential one for building, your business and creating that consistency. And then here's another one, overcoming objections. When you're first starting any kind of business, especially in sales, there's going to be objections because that's what it is. So this helps you overcome objections. This is a good one for overcoming objections and not letting fear take over and working through that fear. And then how is the business certification going? You know, I know Kat, we were talking about it before, before you guys, some of you got on, and it's a lot of info. So we're just going through it. Go through it at your own pace, but you know, make your way through it. Is there any takeaways you guys have from it? Any major takeaways so far? I mean, it's a little polished, like it's a little polished for my taste. It's a little like funny, like you know, like it's super polished, right? It's very polished. Like that look, like when he gives you that look. So but the information, there's some solid information in there, like some really solid information. And Justin Harris, I've seen him talk. He's the first wellness advocate. Do you understand? Do you understand what that means? He's the first wellness advocate. Oh my God. So it talks about creating pipelines, which is so good if you don't know what that means. You know, setting yourself up for success and starting your business, setting goals, setting, you know, checking your name, doing your names list, you know, putting your people down, like, what does that even mean? Schedule your success and elite planner. So it's just got really good training. I mean, this is amazing stuff, and it's all free. Like you're not having to pay for this. It's normally $100 and you just get it for free. So why not like learn the business of the business that you're in? So please keep working your way through it. And we'll talk more about that next class. We'll go into a little deeper dive. And then what the fuck is oil games, right? Like, what is it? You're like, what is talking about? So Cheryl, do you want to explain what it is, or do you want me to explain what it is?
I can try and explain what it is. It's more or less, it's a lot of the business building certificate, that class. It's a lot of that in there. And what they're doing is they're helping you go from, like right now, I'm trying to go from elite to premier. And they give you accountability group. You're in an accountability group. There's actually 4 of us in the group. And it's great because they're different people from all over the world. And they're very helpful if you have any questions. And it makes you accountable to do what they give you homework. It's like they give you homework. They give you tasks to do every day. And you have to post before a certain time and then repost by another time, saying that you've completed it or not. And there's also prizes.
Yeah.
Also. So
Yeah.
you get points for everything you do. And at the end, there are prizes that you could win for the amount of points that you get by completing the tasks every day and doing certain things. But it's a lot of good information. You meet new people. They have different, you know, they give a lot of advice. So it's very interesting. It's very good. I've learned a lot already in just 2 days. So
yeah, no, it's so good. And for you guys, just check it out. Like, you know, you can just do the Reach Elite, you know, just the simple one, Reach Elite for now, and just try to get the tools in place to hit Elite. You know, that's the first rank right there. Elite, you know, that's the foundation. So, and then you just click on that, and then you just register for the oil games, and then you get an accountability. And it says here, I want an accountability group that will push me. I want an accountability group for support as I go at my own pace. I have already selected my own accountability partners. So I would just go with, like, you know, a group that's gonna, you know, support you as much as possible. Why not, right? Because accountability is everything. So that is the oil games. So good, so great. Any questions about that? I think it's going to expire because it only happens at the beginning of the month. So it might expire by soon. So get on that if you're going to get on that. Okay, next, consult wins. If anybody has any consult wins they want to share, I know Katrina had some, but I think, well, in the interest of time, I'm just gonna go through this really quickly. Again, this is so great. The swap, the swap form. I have actually yet to integrate it, but I'm excited to integrate this swap form because I love it. But the last two, I haven't printed it out yet. It's my bad. I haven't printed it out for my wellness consults. I'm going to do that. And then the HEAL convention is coming up, and the early bird pricing, 70% of the tickets have sold out. So if you even have a glimmer of wanting to come, I know Michelle and Katrina have already solidified coming. If you have a glimmer, let's talk. And I just want to know, because we have the place booked. It is a beautiful home that we're paying for, and for you to come, really. And there's going to be a sauna and a koi pond. So even if you just wanted to hang out in the sauna and koi pond and escape from whatever you want to escape, it will be a great opportunity. And then the incentives, we all know about this incentive now at this point. And then also those you enroll with 100 PV or more in April, May, or June can earn 50 extra product points if they place a loyalty order of at least 50 of 100 PV the following month. So don't forget that for your new people. All right, and my intro classes are on Tuesday, always on Tuesday. So I actually haven't seen anybody invite anybody else. I haven't seen anybody from you guys. So don't be shy. Just say Vera has a class every Tuesday, because everybody you touch can be a potential invite. Has anybody invited anybody to that? Okay, Rachel. Yeah. Yeah, keep doing it. And when you guys want to help teach it or whatever, like I recommend you just help out, because you invited Rollies. The only way that you're going to learn is by teaching. And I could teach that class in my sleep, but I am having a consistent class because it's good to have a consistent class always on the schedule. And I have had people every week that I've invited. Every week. Last week it was 2 people. The week before it was 3 people. And so you're planting seeds. Did I enroll everybody from those classes? No, because the best way is when people have samples. That is the best way to enroll people, I believe. But at least they're getting knowledge and they're learning. And that is really important for planting seeds. So please keep inviting people to those Tuesday night classes. Okay. And then we are starting continuing education starting Thursday. So these are going to be continuing education classes that go through special topics. So skin, kids, digestion, nutrition, specialized topics. And I'll be doing it hopefully with Joanna, or, I know Katrina wants to start helping teach some of those. So we're going to be doing specialized topics. And again, a wonderful thing to invite your current people, because if they keep learning, they will be more invested to reordering products. If you don't learn how to use your products and what's out there, they're not going to reorder. They're just not. I've seen it before. So
There's a quick question. Yeah. That was actually great. So the continuing ed classes are great for people who are enrolled already. Your Tuesday classes, who was that meant for? Prospects.
Okay. Prospects and people who have never attended a class. I mean, to be honest.
If they've already enrolled, that class isn't as good for them, because it's really about getting them to enroll that class. Is that right?
Yes, but also, I mean, it takes a while for people to really understand how to use essential oils. So that class is really like a basic of like how to use essential oils and what are the basic oils. So a lot of people who enroll don't really know that. yet. So I think it behooves them to attend that class. Yeah, Shelley?
So you had mentioned, so the continuing ed classes, you said that they're going to be more subject specific, so certain topics, is that what you said?
Yeah. So different topics based on
Okay.
the top wellness topics. The basic
Okay.
top wellness. Like, so we start off by doing, I have my oils, now what? And then we go into nutrition, and then we go into non-toxic living and skincare and children and muscles. So all the major issues. And this all comes from the woman who designed Oil Games. Like, she has a system, so it all comes from that continuing education. And and teams have found that the more continuing education they have, the better the LRP retention is. So we do that, and we used to do it every week, but because it's the summer, we're doing it every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we're doing it in between the business classes.
Okay.
But we always have the consistent Tuesday class. But I didn't want to overwhelm you guys because I don't want you guys to burn out. I'm committed to burning out. No, I was kidding. I'm committed to extreme growth. That is why I'm doing a class every Tuesday, and the class is on Thursday, because of the way how I want to grow. I have a goal of becoming platinum, right? And so in order to be platinum, you gotta get to work. So that's what I'm like. It's good to have a goal. Like, I know Katrina wants to be silver, which we're gonna get her. Just she's gonna be silver. I know that. And so to have an idea of what you want to achieve, and then you got to do the steps to get there. Do I always want to teach on a Tuesday night? No. But I'm committed to the growth, right? Do I want to post every day? No, but I'm committed to the growth. So I have the vision. So I want you guys to have your vision and really go with it. Be inspired to keep growing despite obstacles and anything that comes away, or negative self-doubt. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Don't listen to that. Just keep going. And yes, keep inviting people to those classes that we're teaching. And then this, I'm so sad. I don't know if they're going to get rid of this. Guys, I really hope they don't. But take advantage of it while you can. They might get rid of it. I know it's super sad if they do, but they might. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where you can create your own kit.
Yes.
I love that. It's for the rest of June at least, right?
Yes, but why would
hope
they
keep it.
Why would you get rid of it, doTERRA?
If they did, I don't know why they don't.
I don't know. It may not be cost effective. I don't know. So we do have a calendar. I will add you guys to each event I'm sorry, I'm like a little behind on updating all the calendar stuff. But I will, that way okay, it's Thursday, Vera and Joanna and Katrina are doing X, Y, Z, and that that would be that. Yeah. And another thing, I know you guys have been connecting with Shira, and over the last couple of years, she's been such a presence in doTERRA for growth. And she was an upline to some of you, but Shira is going into a different direction and doing more retreats and really wanting to focus on that for her business. So she is stepping down from her leadership position, and Katrina is going into her position. So we're really excited to celebrate Katrina stepping into that position. And so basically, Katrina is going to be on top, or essentially, of Cheryl and Scarlett, and then also Kelly. And it doesn't really matter about structure, but but either way, you're going to be seeing a little bit less of Shira. She's still in our loving family, but she's focusing more on retreats and plant medicine. So So that's exciting for Katrina. How do you feel about that, Katrina? Yes, we're excited.
Trying to unmute. I'm psyched. I'm psyched
Yeah.
to be really leaning in.
Yes, leaning in is fun. Okay, so was there a question? Can you send your, oh yes, for your schedule. Yes, okay. I'm going to put the link for that. But we'll